What do you think is the deadliest creature on Earth? When you search the internet for the deadliest creature, most of the time it says mosquito. But not the mosquito itself, rather, the diseases this pesky creature can carry around, especially malaria. But a mosquito is an insect. If we want to consider the most dangerous creature besides insects, which one would it be? It's the inland taipan of Australia, known as the most venomous creature in the world. No, that's not it. The deadliest creature in the world is this scorpion called the death stalker in English. If you translate it, it means death follower or death hunter. No, that's not the deadliest either. It's true that it has a lethal venom, but it can't easily kill a human. However, its venom is extremely valuable because it's used to make anti-cancer drugs. Never mind, that one's not the deadliest either. Let's go into the water and see if we can find the deadliest creature there. Sharks are considered very dangerous. But actually that's wrong. Sharks aren't dangerous at all, because in all the world's oceans and waters, fewer than 10 people are killed by sharks each year. Practically nothing. Compared to mosquitoes, which kill 1 million people a year, sharks are not dangerous at all. But in the water, some say this creature is extremely dangerous. The box jellyfish. These jellyfish kill more people than sharks, about 100 people worldwide per year. No, forget about them. Let's move on to crocodiles. With a lightning-fast attack, they can kill any creature. Yet even these poor reptiles aren't that deadly. They kill fewer than 1,000 people per year, which is nothing compared to mosquito. We already said mosquitoes are insects. We want to know the deadliest non-insect creature. So which one is it? None of them. You definitely know it. The deadliest creature on Earth is this one, humans. And there's nothing extraordinary about them. They're not as fast as cheetahs. They're not as strong as elephants. They're not as massive as blue whales. And they don't have venom like snakes or scorpions. So what makes them the most dangerous creatures on Earth? Well, I think everyone knows the answer. Intelligence. For hundreds of thousands of years, it has been humanity's greatest advantage. If you've seen the story of human evolution, you'll see that primates would have gone extinct millions of years ago if they didn't have intelligence. So how did they survive, allowing us to be here today? By using their brains. For example, early humans engineered tools, planned strategies, and hunted in groups to take down large animals like mammoths. No other creature could do this, because they didn't have the intelligence. Another crucial factor that made humans so powerful is language and communication. Whether it was the babbling of hundreds of thousands of years ago, ancient languages, or today's languages, communication is a powerful tool that no other creature has. Another unique feature of the human body is endurance running. This applies especially to well-trained humans, particularly those in the past, who had strong, well-built bodies not like today, where everyone just eats and sleeps. If a young person trains, they can run for tens of kilometers, something most animals can't do for long. You might say, but cheetahs can run 120 km/h, and humans can't even reach 40 km/h. But we never said humans are fast. Humans can run for long distances. That same cheetah, with all its incredible speed, can only maintain it for 30 seconds. Its body evolved for short, fast bursts to catch prey. Scientists say the reason humans can run long distances is that they sweat a lot. This sweating helps cool the body, like how a car's radiator cools the engine. Another human advantage is dietary flexibility. Humans can eat almost anything: plants, fruits, leaves, meat, poultry, birds, livestock, fish, sharks, whatever they want. Most animals don't have this. For example, carnivores eat only meat, and herbivores eat only plants or tree leaves. Now, these traits were very useful in the past. But let's move forward and examine modern humans. One key human trait is their tendency to gather in groups, forming civilizations. The meaning of civilization is that a group of humans settle in one place and practice agriculture. Civilization also implies urbanization, which comes from the same concept. But these civilizations start competing with each other, trying to dominate others. This leads to wars with no mercy. As civilizations advance, they try to enhance their warfare to dominate their own kind. You don't see this among other animals. Well, ants have something similar, but not with this level of intelligence and brutality. Over history, weapons have evolved from sharpened stones to bows, swords, shields, and early firearms. For 500 years, firearms were the deadliest weapons humans had, wiping people out like candy. By the 20th century, human progress accelerated so fast that modern weapons of mass destruction emerged. World War I saw machine guns, mortars, grenades, tanks, bombing planes, landmines, and most terrifying of all, chemical weapons. That was just the beginning. World War I was the deadliest war at that time, killing 40 million people in just 4 years. But that was only the start. After that war, they made everything more powerful to kill even more. Machine guns and grenades became deadlier. Tanks advanced significantly. Planes carried even more bombs. A new type of aircraft was invented, the bomber, designed solely to drop bombs on people. And at the end of World War II, you've definitely heard about it, the deadliest weapon in human history, the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. World War II told World War I, step aside, you're nothing. You only killed 40 million? We wiped out 85 million in 6 years. The deadliest period in human history. After the war, humans realized the devastation and tried to stop making mass-killing weapons. They created organizations to prevent such weapons, but the rules only applied to the weak superpowers kept making even deadlier weapons. The superpowers themselves have created the most deadly weapons. So much so that an atomic bomb is nothing in comparison. In the 1960s, just 15 years after World War II, they built and tested hydrogen bombs. Bombs that laugh at the atomic bomb because they are 1,000 times more powerful. Another important tool that humans possess, which other living beings lack, is determination and willpower. When humans decide to do something with determination, they do it. And it's not always something good. Sometimes it's extremely evil, like the Holodomor massacre in Ukraine, or the Holocaust in Nazi Germany, or the forced labor camps in the Soviet Union, or Unit 731 of Japan in China. This is how humans have shown mercy to each other. A dangerous creature that doesn't even spare itself or its own kind. And there is no hope that the problems among humans will be solved easily. Different ideologies, different beliefs, these are the things that spark debate, lead to conflict, and eventually war breaks out. Where they kill and destroy each other. Humans feel no shame in killing their own kind. They create weapons that are beyond logic. One of the strangest weapons that exists is a tungsten rod, which is extremely deadly, so lethal that they say it comes from God. This rod, when dropped from space, creates an explosion stronger than the most powerful atomic bombs. And it's nothing special, just a massive rod made of tungsten, which is known as the strongest metal in the world. Let's go back to the messes created by this two-legged creature. After the Industrial Revolution, the killing of humans by other humans increased more and more. For example, 200 years ago, there were no railways. 125 years ago, there were no airplanes. 80 years ago, there were no rockets or atomic bombs. These very technologies have made human slaughter easier and faster by the day. But don't lose hope. Not all humans are like this. Alongside their cruelty and brutality, humans are also the most creative beings. They can create things that elevate humanity. At different times we have built structures that were meant for the future, like the pyramids of Egypt. Humans may seem terrifying, but they are also very afraid. Because they were born into a world where they don't know where they came from, don't know where they are going, and don't know what will happen to the very ground they walk on. But the only thing they do know is that they must keep going, keep advancing, so they can survive. They know their minds must not stop, and they must continue progressing every day. Otherwise, something like death awaits them.